Hey Blankers, welcome to Season 4 of Not 40 Just Blank. This time round we're given... Hey Blankers, welcome to Season 4 of Not 40 Just Blank. This time round we're going to tackle a sub... Oh, for the love of fuck. Hey Blankers, welcome to Season 4 of Not 40 Just Blank. This time around we're going to tackle a different subject matter each podcast. We'll jump from theme tunes to chocolate, from kids' TV shows to Eurovision, politics to exercise and everything in between. We'll cast our eyes over it all, musing about films and music associated to the topic in hand, as well as bringing our own unique way of analysing the subject. It's likely to be pretty weird. Plus, there'll still be all the stuff you know and love. Weird news, Jim versus Phil versus Dell, and your letters and emails. We can guarantee you a lot of laughs, so sit back and enjoy, as Not 40 Just Blank does. Hello there Blankers, and welcome to the first in our new series where we cast a sideways look at a single subject and explore all the weird stuff, films and music associated to it. This is Not 40 Just Blank Does. And the first topic we'll be dominating is adverts. So, for the first time this series, it's a big hello to my partners in crime, Rich and Phil. Hello, dears.
Hello, James.
Hello.
Welcome to Season 4, gentlemen.
I know.
Season 4.
They'll get bored of us soon, won't they?
Well, I mean, I'm bored of you two already, but I've got nothing better to do on a Friday, so what the hell? Until such time as Kylie Minogue says, come on round, I'm yours. How are you, chaps? Are you well?
Very well, mate. Yes. Yourself?
Are you? Yeah, I think so. It's too early to tell, isn't it? But
Adverts, hey?
we're going to try something different. So we've done...
Adverts,
Let's recap, shall we? We've done 90s,
Simpson,
we've done noughties, and we've done the 80s, and we thought, we can't go back to the 70s. We were too young. And the 2010s were too soon.
Yeah.
So it led us to a bit of a, we're going to have to do something different. But we
scary.
still like talking shit. We still like music and film.
Yeah.
So we thought we'll turn our gaze onto a different topic each and every time we come together.
Yeah, sure.
And there's fucking loads of stuff, it turns out, out there.
Yeah.
Almost unlimited. So we could be here for as long as we want. So we'll tackle adverts this time round.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Let's crack
Looking
on, shall we?
forward
I've got
to
a couple of odd things to tell you about adverts, just to set the scene. And then we can talk about, some of the more memorable ones that we love.
Obviously,
and
with your
cherish.
job, you're obviously linked to adverts as well, aren't you?
I am to a certain
So you should
extent.
be. You're the
I'm
expert. You're
authority.
leading the way.
I don't know whether subliminally that's why we chose it, but me and Dale went on a bit of a phone call
sounded
this
good, mate,
week,
yeah.
didn't we?
Sounded
We went,
good, yeah.
There's
Adverts,
ways in. We can be a bit obscure
So we're
with
expecting
it.
you to lead the way.
I'm going to hold your hand on this one, but when it comes to other topics, we're expecting you to step up to the plate, Mr. Reynolds.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
Lead us to the promised land.
Yeah.
I don't know what those subjects are yet, but I'm sure they'll come to fruition.
We've been talking about it a lot tonight.
Over weeks.
That one will be coming up.
What's the first thing that pops into your head, Phil?
What, with Phil, you don't want to ask that, do you? At this time of night?
Actually, yeah.
22 hours of thinking about it. We'll let that one percolate amongst the listeners'
Is it
listeners' brains.
certain takeaway restaurants,
it's
maybe?
Not past the watershed moment.
No,
yet.
okay.
Exactly that.
Okay.
So let's focus in on adverts this time round, and we'll see where the evening takes us. So, did you know, for example, throwing it straight out there, advertising dates back to 3000 BC?
It was like the Egyptians, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Pyramid for sale, one careful owner. Legitimately true. Back to 3000 BC. It's
Wow,
ridiculous,
that's
isn't it?
cool. What do you reckon? Even as far as even before then, dinosaurs getting involved.
Well, little T-Rex. They could barely type up the advert, though, could they, with those little arms?
Oh, yeah, you couldn't do that at all. Oh, mate.
No hope.
I know, Diplodocus is selling, I don't know, crisps or something. Yeah, I don't know, yeah.
Advertising for dinosaur dentists.
Dinosaur dentists. Oh, yeah, that's got to be.
Trying to advertise
If you're a great
pages.
dinosaur dentist, you're making some big bucks, and yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Never not working, are they?
Yeah, Joel. Do you think he?
Do you think he saw us? Is that what you were building up to?
I was,
Terrible dinosaur gag coming.
Gags, yeah, there was that.
It's a long way round to it.
He was, wasn't it? He's like, do you think he... come on. It's like Carrie Jokey.
Yeah, that sort of shit, yeah.
Finish me off.
I was going, I know, Philosaurus, but then that's for you, isn't it? Like Fillinsaurus? No, it's porous. It's porous.
Porosaurus.
It's Porosaurus, yeah. It's Porosaurus. Let's get off this dinosaur shit quick.
All right, I'll take you away by telling you that you are more likely, statistically, to survive a plane crash than you are to click on a banner ad online. Seems ridiculous.
You're more likely to survive a plane crash.
So that your odds are greater of surviving a plane crash than you are likely to click on a banner ad.
Well, I quite like the odds, though.
So, like online, just like the things at the bottom of the screen, just those weird clickbait kind of...
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
I'll take them odds, though.
You're more likely to...
I don't want to die in a plane crash, so...
No, absolutely.
No, but you survive it.
You survive it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
And how do you survive a plane crash, Phil?
By clicking on the banner ads.
Yeah.
I don't believe the two are inextricably linked. I've clicked... I don't think I can die this week. I've clicked on 2 banner ads just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, just the oxygen...
You can have the gas mask that comes down.
The operators, breathing apparatus are falling down at the minute.
Exactly. You've clicked on the banner ad. You haven't, madam. So I'm afraid you're out the window.
Internox?
Yeah, weird shit that came up when I did a little search. The first newspaper advert. Can you guess what sort of century we're talking about?
Oh, 17th.
It was indeed the 17th century, 1650.
Really?
The very first newspaper advert.
What was it? Does it say what it was?
It was about 12 stolen horses and information on their return.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Wow. Oh, trying to sell them. We stolen them.
It was stolen, and someone said, "I want my horses back." That was the advert. I can tell you that
you're never going to get your horses back.
You'll never get them back.
So it's no different to like what we was talking about last time about like the Benfleet community Facebook.
Basically, Facebook is just 400 year on, and they're still all talking about shit.
Yeah,
lost stuff.
Lost horses. Exactly. I'd be pretty pissed off if I lost 12 horses.
And they got stolen.
Yeah,
exactly. You would think. Yeah.
Yeah, you lose your car keys, you lose your phone, you lose 12 horses.
You lose one horse.
Yeah, exactly.
But 12 stolen. Yeah, absolutely. There's criminal underbelly at work. I've got a couple more things to tell you. Pharmaceutical companies.
Okay.
Now, shitload of money in them.
Yeah.
They spend twice as much on advertising than they do on the research to fund new drugs.
Wow. Do they really?
It makes you weird out, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm always a bit sceptical over the pharmaceutical companies.
Just generally. Or are you going to tell us you're an anti-vaxxer now at this point?
No, nothing like that. No, I just think some of it is just
horseshit. Money for old right.
Yeah, to a degree, I think, yeah. I think there's a lot more healthier ways they could sort of get the same results, but I think sometimes it's easier. It's just but it's just a massive business, isn't it? So
it's huge. It's absolutely enormous. The amount of money in advertising is just generally doolally, as you say, Phil. So like, my job is advertising to a certain extent. I advertise on the free stuff, so promos, but money in TV for advertising is absolutely enormous.
So what?
Just
budget-wise. See, in the days of I've actually done that. Auditions for adverts, fucking cringy. But
already this is a rich seam that I want to mine. Quite a lot. We'll go back to this. Go on.
But I didn't realise that when I was speaking to some of like the guys that I knew had been successful about doing adverts, that you can get like 30 odd grand for just doing one advert. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Did you do? Have I just got to say, come in my head? But you sang that. I blocked it out. Did you do like a pizza advert?
Yeah, Domino's.
Yeah,
that's right.
Just like when you said that, then I completely forgot about that. And then when you said that, I thought, I'm sure you've done it.
I can't remember the line. I had one line, but I absolutely fucking.
It's about cabbage or so, or lettuce.
Yeah, it was. We was meant to be so hungover that even something to do with the cabbage, but you're referring to the pizza and about last night. But it was so fucking cringy. And I just really I found out a lot about myself that way. I just found
it turns out I can't stick to a script.
I can't act.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
When was that the last time you went for an ad or anything?
It was the first and last time. Yeah, it was really like you had people there fucking like their big CVs.
Did it ever get aired?
No, because I didn't get it. That was the
just
thing.
the audition.
Yeah, it was just fucking cringy. I remember like the fucking guy just sort of like, you know, like with someone who's fucking just bumbling around, just fucking all. It was getting so frustrated. Like, I don't know whether it's his casting sort of person, whatever. Yeah, it was fucking pulling teeth.
Like, we're going to have to move on soon. It's like, I don't think you're right for this part, but good luck in all your future endeavours.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, the massive problem. Yeah, I realised I was shit.
Oh, we're going to have to see if we can imagine if we can find the right person to dig out that show.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember the advert coming on, and and it's just like, oh god, yeah, it's just.
So did you ever see the advert as in its final state?
Yeah, when it came on telly. Yeah.
Did you sort of go, I bet than them? I had that. I had that in my life.
I knew one of the agents, and she convinced me to do it because she'd seen me doing stand up, and that she convinced me to do it. And like stand up and acting are two different things.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are naturally do it, and it was just like.
Do you remember that? About an hour ago, you asked us a question about practical jokes, and that. Do you think maybe she got you a good one there?
Probably, yeah. So I think it's more in the line of, you know, when like someone's like caring the community type thing. So, you know, like sort of they do special things for like, I know Noel's. So in Noel's house party where they used to do special things, and, like you play basketball with like the Harlem Globetrotters and that. I think they just got me just to like go on an audition. So I felt a bit special, but
with a partial actor, for a Pizza Hut.
Yeah, going, it's a special treat for him, sort of.
Wowzers. Well, I mean, that is a rich scene that I was enjoying.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah, that was fucking...
Love that stuff.
But yeah, big bucks you can make from that. And
very much so. But I mean, you spoke of Pizza Hut there, or whichever pizza...
Just Domino's, yeah.
The thing it was. Are there any memorable adverts that you boys can remember, like off the top of your head, you just instantly go, someone says, big advert, from way back, there are some things that still stick in my head.
Yeah.
Even the 80s ones still stick in my head.
Mean, in all our discussions on like TV and stuff from all the years we did, we always went like theme tunes were massive. So you'd remember you wouldn't remember the show necessarily. You'd remember the theme tune to it. In the same way, can you like remember adverts and you go, it's because of the song, and you can still sing it now, sort of thing.
It's the one I always remember. I reference it still to this day. Sometimes, if someone has a funny walk, he's Mr. Soft.
Mr. Soft, yeah.
So if there's someone got a funny walk and they're walking a bit like that, you always go.
I asked that to my boss in work, and he went straight away, Mr. Soft.
Yeah.
Like I just said, can you remember any adverts that stick out in your heads? Mr. Soft.
It
was one of the first things he ever said.
Bizarre advert, but it was like it sticks in your head, like you say, and it's just that even the music, the Mr. Soft, how come everything around you is so soft and rearranged? Yeah, it's just like fucking bizarre, isn't it? Yeah,
really. And then he just walks into a lamppost at the end,
which contradicts the whole.
It's the only hard thing in the entire advert, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. I saw it today, and I was a bit like, yeah, but it's a fucking soft lamppost.
Exactly. Yeah, everything's meant to be soft, but it's the tune, isn't it? So
it's the tune, sticks in your head, and that's what gets you, isn't it? It's the jingle, the catchphrase, whatever it is.
Very much so.
Another one.
Go on.
Was a controversial one. It was Tangoed, where you get slapped around the face. Obviously, that got banned in.
Was that ever a theme tune though?
No, I don't think so.
You knew what he was going to do, wasn't it? It was the way that he sort of built up to the.
He's done like a recording where it rewinds and then speeds up, and then they go, "Oh, let's see that again," because it happens too quick.
Actually happens,
then they slow it back, it rewinds.
You get Ray Wilkins doing the voiceover, doesn't he?
Is it Ray Wilkins?
Yeah,
it's Ray Wilkins doing it.
The big fella coming from the right.
Yeah,
he throws him a little bit, and he perfect execution.
Obviously, then everyone started to do a score, and they got banned, didn't it?
Everything got banned.
The other one as well. I don't even know. There's a couple of. Kiora, they're kind of like non-PC adverts.
I'll Be Your Dog one.
Yeah, I'll Be Your Dog, and Umbongo as well. I don't know, like, again...
Umbongo was an absolute banger of a tune.
Banger of a tune, but is it politically correct? Because it's like...
Do they ever mention anything...
I don't think so. I think in the cartoon...
It's all about, like, the monkey drinks guava and the...
Yeah, but, yeah. But, like you say, a great tune. Like, Umbongo, they drink it in the...
Absolute banger.
Bongo.
Yeah.
If I grabbed an apricot, a guava, and a mango.
He puts it all together and that makes some bongo.
Call it a mongo.
Don't you remember that?
But there's other ones that you will remember. So if I say something along the lines of re-record, not fade away.
Yes.
Immediately, my head goes back there.
With the skeletons.
With the skeletons. But you're straight back there. And that was what, late 80s, maybe, early 90s?
Yeah.
So we're talking like 30-odd years ago, but you can still picture it, can't you?
Oh, yeah, 100%. It's just, even the smash.
Because didn't the skeleton have a tie on and a pair of glasses?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
He was quite an educated
skeleton as well. Yeah, some of them they're like the flake adverts with only the crumbiest flake.
Only.
Yeah, I'll trust you to remember that one.
Straight into the sexual stuff. But yeah, it
was sexual. Sex
sells,
sells, and the same with the Cadbury's caramel advert.
And that was a very sexy bunny.
Sexy bunny, yeah.
Who was the voice? What did we discuss?
It was
Miriam
Margolyes, yeah. And she also did the accent of one of the chimps in the PG tips.
I was going to say, I'd written PG tips down there as well, because these were monkeys dressed up as removal men shifting pianos downstairs.
Yeah, that probably sadly ended up in Monkey World down in like Dorset, because
very likely, yeah.
Because of that's what they do, because you can only deal with monkeys till they're 2, because when they hit sort of like adolescence, they start ripping people's fucking faces off.
It turns out they're quite dangerous. They're wild animals.
Wild animal, mate. They're fucking lethal. Yeah.
Who knew?
So imagine that on PG tips advert. There's loads of humans like,
you want to get to know with food? No, you fucking don't. You get your monkey fucking ripped up.
Get your fucking
PG tips. I've got one song that I still sing as I sort of wander, but you know when you're doing like something absent-mindedly and stuff, I still sing the Fruit and Fibre advert. Well, you know the one with Ross Kemp in it, where he goes on holiday.
What you mean, yeah.
Do you know the one? It feels looking a bit blank. So this is a very, very young Ross Kemp, dressed up in like golfing gear. I think he's with his wife.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
and they're going on about the fact that when he goes on holiday, he doesn't like all the foreign muck. He still takes his fruit and fibre away with him.
Yeah,
which is apples, hazelnuts, bananas, raisins, coconuts, sultanas. Well, we're on our holes. We eat it by the case, and I still sing that in my head. Sometimes.
What about Club?
Yeah,
that's the one you singing it like if you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club. And you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Trio.
It just turns out we were just really influenced, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
and it was all for stuff that was not good for you.
Yeah, 100% not good
always.
for you.
It was either chocolate or cigarettes. Always used to advertise, obviously,
Toys R Us
back in the day. That was never good for you. But Jeffrey had everything under one roof.
Yeah. There's millions, says Jeffrey. All
under one roof. It's called Toys R Us. Toys R Us.
I thought he's a massive kidnapper.
He was also
children.
that.
He's a child catcher.
He was.
There's millions of children kidnapped under one roof,
all screaming, "Let us out! Let us out! Let us out!"
Yes.
Too many. I've got things like the Hamlet cigar advert. Do you remember that one? With
they were good ones.
The Baldy Man.
Baldy Man. Used to go they were really good. Yeah.
Passport photo.
Yes.
Booth and trying to get his hair right. And
that was funny. Yeah, there was a good
comedy. Always made you kind of remember them.
Remember them, and there was normally like a little mini series, didn't they? They used to do. Yeah,
it was never just one. It was kind of like every few months you'd get a new upgraded version of it. It was the same with
the Gold Blend.
Gold Blend was like a running soap opera, wasn't it?
Which my God, I cringed today when I watched that back. It was so
trying to be a sexual thing.
It's trying to be but British, so British, as in awkward middle class Brits.
Yes,
flirting. It was just
it's like watching your parents.
Oh, it was unbearable. It was just like I couldn't really I was like, for fuck's sake.
But again, it still sticks you to this day.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was like, will they? Won't they? It's
I
like
bloody hope not. Not in front of my eyes.
It's not really. it had about the most sex appeal as a lizard being hit to death with a fucking on a sledgehammer.
That is apparently not sexy. So
not really, mate. But
got me going a little bit. But...
Yeah, Phil's getting there. But did Melanie Sykes get you going in the Boddington?
Did she?
Yes.
Did she with that accent?
Now, the first one though was like it wasn't her, was it? I remember watching it. Well, I remember seeing it years and years and years back. It was a woman putting like cream on her face.
Yes,
and it said that she was dipping into the pint of Boddingtons.
Oh, that wasn't her, was it?
And the bloke comes in and goes, "By heck, love, you smell gorgeous tonight." But that wasn't her. That was the very first one.
Oh, it was a different one. Still nice? Or?
Still, sex always sold.
Yeah,
and then it was taken up by Melanie Sykes.
Oh, okay.
She like an ice cream.
Do you want a flake in that?
Do you want a flake in that?
Was it.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, mate, 100%. Yeah.
But yeah, the whole thing of North versus South and all the rest of it. You got things like the Dairy Council of Britain not something that should be advertising.
Yeah.
But if you go, I don't remember what you're talking about, but if I say Accrington Stanley,
Yeah.
you both go, it's the kid and his milk.
Yeah.
There was White's Lemonade. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Coming down in the middle of the
Middle
night.
of the night,
Was it
like-
Ronnie Corbett?
No, it wasn't. It was someone
it
that
one
looked
of them?
like
Yeah.
him, but when you kind of listen back to the lyrics, it sounds a bit
It's
creepy.
going to be one of those nights are nights.
It's just the fact that he opens the fridge and it kicks in, White's Lemonade. I'm a secret lemonade drinker, yeah.
Another one similar to both of them is like the Walter Mallorca as well. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
Which one? Sorry?
Yeah, the
Water
Heineken.
Mallorca.
It's
Oh,
Heine-
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Heineken.
Is it Heineken?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? The Water
Yeah.
Mallorca don't taste like what it ought to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was,
Still remembered.
the Smash robots in Smash. Do you know Mash? Get Smash.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
remember that.
god, who makes fucking mashed potato out of a packet? Fuck me.
Robots, it turns
it's,
out.
it's the same with like Angel Delight. Who is fucking like call it
I
Angel
love
Delight?
Just add water.
Yeah, I
love
like
Angel
Angel Delight, but fucking there's no fucking angels eating that shit. It's like there's the
Turns out-
fucking
Turns out there's
they
not,
come
you're
down,
absolutely
yeah.
right.
Nothing neon is eating that shit ever.
I hadn't had Angels Delight in years.
Yeah,
I feel like we're going to go round to yours for some Angel Delight. after
Angel
this.
Delight, yeah, and mashed potato,
Very much.
smash
so.
mashed potato.
You talked about was it Heineken? The Budweiser advert was fairly famous.
Oh,
Remember
what's
the-
up? What's up?
Oh yeah, and Budweiser.
And the frog, yeah, absolutely. The burping
Yeah, that
frogs.
was yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, that big ones, big American ones. Coca-Cola. Obviously, holidays are coming. You had also the singer as well, who did what's the first kiss?
Father, oh, it's that one, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think they changed the
It's a
lyrics. Didn't
moment
they?
like this.
The very first cut. What was it?
Coke did that a couple of times. Did they do I'd Like to Take or Teach the World to Sing as well? Way back. It was like
yes.
a choir on a hillside.
That's
type
right.
Thing.
Yeah, it was,
It was
like,
one of those sort of things, wasn't it?
It
But
was-
music always made, which fortunately we're going to come on to.
I love
but
that
did
advert.
make an
The fact of they're trying to make Coke as pure as possible.
Yeah, when it's like 98% acid and sugar.
Around, with you fucking shitload of caffeine.
Ridiculous state of affairs, isn't it?
But yeah,
You've got other things like going back to the series of adverts and stuff that you mentioned. John Smith's.
Yeah,
that
they
was
were
always
fantastic.
a treat waiting
Yeah.
for those ones. The one featuring Peter Kay.
yeah,
Yeah.
They
there
were
was-
great.
I thought there was only about 3 or 4.
There's loads actually.
And you go back and you go, oh my God, there's hundreds of them. It's like, really loads. So there's the one in the curry house.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
Where
yeah.
he gets the phone call from
his
the
daughter.
little daughter. She's scared of the bedroom.
He's scared of the
bed
burglar
monsters.
that's coming in. Or
Yeah, you don't want to be scared of that. You want to be scared of the burglar that breaks in through your window.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
And the one where
yeah,
they're
scared.
talking about who they fancy, and they're all talking about
That's- I'd
famous
forgotten
people.
about that one.
And he goes,
Yeah.
Claire in accounts or something like
Claire
that.
from work.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah,
It's like,
just
gets himself into all
goes
sorts
quiet.
of shit.
Yeah.
There's the one on the football pitch.
Football pitch, good.
Where he
Habit.
Yeah,
Habits.
boots it over the neighbour's fence. Putting his mum into a nursing home.
Oh yeah,
It's like, come on, Mum.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a place for you. Where? The nursing home. I'm 55.
yeah.
What do you want to get me out for? He went, I want to put a snooker table in your room when your kids are afraid of your moustache.
No, that's it,
Avanti.
I love that bit. And then at the end, there's a little side bit. He's got a picture of her he takes out and he
And
replaces it
puts
with
on
Dennis Taylor.
because he's got
Yeah,
the snooker
yeah.
table in there.
It's just ridiculous.
There was the swimming pool.
swimming pool.
So you've got divers doing a competition,
Yes.
and he ends up doing the running bomb.
Oh,
John
yeah.
Smith from England.
I
oh
forgot
yeah,
about
of
that
course.
one.
Yeah, there was loads, wasn't there? Yeah.
There was a wedding DJ, which almost mimics Phoenix Nights.
Yeah.
And he's talking about the father of the bride wants to put a song on for his daughter.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
plays Annie, I'm Not Your
Your
Daddy.
Daddy, that's
I thought
right, yeah.
everyone knew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shabba, the famous Yorkie, Not for Girls.
It's not. Yeah, that's when
Not
it
for
got
girls.
a little
Wow.
bit.
Yes. Wow.
Not in this day and age, my
they
friends.
soon
but-
they soon quit that, but that wasn't that long ago, was it? That campaign.
Yeah, I think it probably was.
Do you think?
I'd say it was about early 2000s.
I'd say, yeah, which when you suddenly go...
So it was
"Oh, it's
around
not- it's not
Soccer
that long
AM.
ago, yeah.
It was around because they used to call it Yorkie, didn't
It's
they?
25 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
Getting on for. So you suddenly
Yeah.
go, "Fuck, actually, it is a shitload of time. And a lot has happened since then, obviously, with all the different movements. But
Sticking with your series of adverts, obviously you had the ones they should try
Yeah.
to do. You had obviously like Nicole and Papa, didn't you?
God,
yeah,
the Renault
cool.
Clio.
Yeah, so that was one. Obviously, they did
Yeah,
all
it's
different.
just,
they tried to use, and then they did obviously the
Oh,
coffee.
Thierry.
What was the coffee one they used to do? Nescafe, wasn't it? That was one where, and that was like,
I think you might have been asleep for the last...
Yeah.
That was
episode. Maxwell House.
was
Or
it
the
Maxwell House? Was that what it was?
Gold blend.
Gold Blend.
Oh,
Nescafe Gold blend.
Don't worry, Phil. We'll catch
right,
you up.
have you spoke about that already?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you nodded off for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think so, mate. or it's quite worrying.
Yeah, that is a bit. Nicole and Papa, though. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do you remember the adverts for Nicole and Papa?
Yeah. No?
And do you remember the ones for short-term memory loss?
What about this one
They
then?
used to advertise.
Milk tray.
Oh, yeah. 'cause
Everyone wanted a visit from the milk tray.
the lady loves dirt cheap chocolates.
Delivered by a guy in a roll neck.
A fucking strange guy just breaks in.
By a prowler.
Yeah.
Who lurks around outside and then breaks in while I'm in the shower. Yeah, that's what the lady loves.
That's what the lady loves.
The lady
Wow.
loves a visit from the police, is what the lady fucking loves.
I always used to imagine it like merging with the Flake advert, though, when he sneaks in and she's in the bath or something like that.
Oh, what, having a...
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
They should have merged them.
They should have done, shouldn't they? Cross-pollinated.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Missed the trick there.
Yeah, exactly. I love the fact that you can just create your own world, whereas in theory she would just fucking stab him in the neck.
Yeah.
She'd spray him with mace at the very least, wouldn't she? But yeah, it's hundreds and hundreds. When you start going on a bit of a party, you suddenly go, oh my God. All I did was watch telly, it turns out, from about 1983 to the present day. There was, do you remember the way back, British Gas took on the creature comforts,
Yes,
art and animation
I do, with
things, and
Nick
all the
Park,
clay,
wasn't it? Yeah.
all the claymation stuff, and they ended up doing
That was weird. That was
several of them.
I didn't mind them, but it was fucking weird.
It's
Yeah,
just when they went-
he's talking about fucking gas.
Yeah, I like it nice and toasty. It's got to be easily turned off and
Yeah,
honourable.
Yeah, I remember that.
not phenomenal.
You might not remember half of it, and then you just
Yeah.
one trigger word or one little
Yes.
phrase, and you suddenly go, "Oh, of course, yeah."
Of course it was.
And
Yeah,
there's like a jaguar laying in there with a South American accent on a
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I like it toasty. What can I tell you?
it's
It's some of the oddest adverts in the world, but
Yeah,
they got really strange for a while, and then they sort of went back to
normality, and then where's the Maynards? Loose hoofs in the butt, loose hoofs, and then
yeah.
that was with the
Wine
Scottish
gums, yeah.
wine gums.
yeah,
that was
wine
it.
gums with the
The SO Tiger, I always found that fucking weird.
I'll pop in a tiger in your
Yeah,
tank.
what has petrol and a fucking tiger got anything
Absolutely
to do
nothing,
with?
yeah. Horses I kind of get because it's horsepower for a car.
Yeah, of course.
tigers,
Tigers sort of
no
like,
freaking
what's
idea.
going on? So-
Again, they'll rip your face off.
They will rip your face off,
Maybe
yeah.
they missed a trick.
Yeah.
Got the PG tips.
Oh,
monkeys
maybe
and
if they got the
SO Tiger.
the chimps to drink the petrol, they'll be like fucking raging,
Absolutely
riding
off their
the tiger's back into battle, just just killing and
Like a
fucking.
shit
Like Planet of the Apes.
Wow,
That'd work.
There you go. Stick your fucking tea bags up your ass, you
That would
bastards.
definitely work.
Gary Lineker Walker's crisps.
Yeah, some people have
them
made
as
an
well.
absolute fortune, it turns out of
Yeah, the ones with
Continually plugging
Gaza
the same
sort
thing.
of that when they're in the crowd together and Gaza starts crying and
Oh, that's
yeah,
right,
that's
getting his crisps all
yeah,
soggy.
they're all quite much of a
But
much.
they suddenly went from like being no celebrity to then celebrity heavy, didn't they?
yeah,
as well?
really celebrity heavy, wasn't it?
Outrageous. But then bringing it back, so things that don't have celebrities in but are still very, very big, like the John Lewis Christmas adverts. They were the
Yeah.
first ones to go big on Christmas, and it was
Yeah.
every year you were like waiting to see what they do
Yeah.
and try and trump the last one. But now every bugger's
Everyone.
doing it.
Yeah, I can't. Have you got a favourite modern advert? Because
I'll tell you the only one that really, it's not even that modern, but the Old Spice advert. You know, with the
Right.
guy,
Oh, on the
black
horse.
guy who's just,
Yeah,
ladies, look at me, look away, now look back, look what I've got. It's that thing that you love.
Yes.
And it just
Yeah, that
keeps
is- that is
snapping
really
and
good.
switching and stuff. That's the only one that,
Yeah, I can't really think of any.
one off the
jumps.
top of the head, yeah. There's not too many. There probably is. There's probably the odd one, but generally I can just say through the bullshit.
nostalgia just, makes you
The
reminisce
Haribo
far,
ones.
far harder.
They talk funny.
With the policeman.
We are the police.
Yeah.
You know what? I find that just reminds me of sex offenders. It just reminds me of like just fucking. It creeps me out because adults with
And that's
like,
exactly what Haribo wanted
kids
you
were-
to think from those adverts.
No, it was
Think Haribo, think
Think-
sex offenders.
sex.
Yeah,
it
but
just
I don't know. Not many.
I don't know. It just it weirds
they're
me
not
out.
as-
Really weirds
We
me
probably
out.
don't watch them as much now. We probably just like go off and
I
make
suppose that's
tea
the-
and coffee.
Yeah, that's
and
the ability to either fast forward through,
Yeah,
the
or
ads,
just-
or as you say, you just use it as a. Or as soon as the adverts come on, you then start to second screen.
Yeah,
yeah.
do
There's a
something
lot
else,
of
don't you?
yeah. I'll tell you what. It's on a lot of like the music channels and stuff on in the day. It's like Procreate, cremations and stuff like that. There's all
During daytime, it's all about
It's just like fucking
Get to
hell,
55,
really. Yeah,
get your life insurance sorted.
it's getting
then get
younger
your
and
funeral
younger.
done. It used to be when you used to see that you go 55. That's so long ago, or so long to go.
Yeah, it's sort
and
of
now
like-
I'm like, that's
Now it's
fucking
gonna
10
get-
years.
Have you just got out of university?
Yeah. Now I'm like, now I'm ready for apparently my life insurance, planning my funeral, and leaving a fucking donation to the pets home in my will.
Yeah, it's so
All
much.
got to look forward to, isn't it?
Is it your 16th birthday? Have you thought about,
Have you thought about what
cremation?
you're going to do when you die?
Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah, keep it light, mate.
Oh, wow. It's like,
Yeah, I haven't learnt to drive yet.
Oh, mate, some of it's really... some of the characters as well, just from serials. Do you remember a lot of...
Oh, you're talking like the monkey from Cocoa Pops?
Yeah,
and
Honey
Tony
Monster.
the Tiger, and
Snap, Crackle and Pop.
yes. Now I always thought those three needed a bit of a shoeing.
Yeah, they were, actually.
Pretty
Yeah.
annoying, to be honest with you. But Tony the Tiger,
Actually,
never a bad word against him because he was great.
great, he was. Yeah, actually, Snap, Crackle and Pop. I'll take back my other answer from the other week of celebrities.
That you wouldn't say.
Yeah, I wouldn't give them CPR.
No,
Actually,
stuff 'em.
I know they're kids, and that's kind of like, but as in they're just annoying cartoon kids, and yeah,
Very much so,
That's-
Alpine.
yeah.
I'll back you on that.
there you go. Ferrero Rocher,
Well, you were spoiling us.
the
weren't you, with-
ambassador.
That ambassador, he had a lot of cash, didn't he?
He did, didn't he?
Floating
Yeah.
around, always throwing balls.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking.
Little tinker.
There was a lot of the older ones that done on Class a lot. There was
Yeah, I think you're right there, actually. Yeah.
is it Chinzano with Joan Collins and
Yeah,
Leonard
yeah,
Rossiter?
Yeah.
And you had some other ones. One of the ones today was really condescending. It was just some like posh guy goes into a cafe and he asks for a cup of coffee. And then he starts fucking dictating to the guy in the cafe what a proper cup of coffee should be. And then like he
Jog on, pal.
recognises
Yeah.
what coffee is talking about. And it's just like, fuck.
Wow.
It's like, fuck
So, yeah,
it.
if you want a coffee, you piss off. There's plenty of places to go.
Yeah, it's like...
Get out of our cafe.
So, but yeah, so...
Yeah.
couple more... You got a couple more...
Sort of going back to the fact that music can make or break an advert, I'd written down only the crumbliest, flakiest milk chocolate and the re-record. Here comes the lilt man. That was all he did.
yes.
I used to love that.
Yeah.
I used to almost look forward to seeing it. It was like, yeah, when a good one came on.
Love a lilt. They still do lilt.
They still do it, but it's
they
not as
do.
popular as what it was. And I think
love
that
it.
is to do with the advert, actually. If they bring the old school adverts
Out of sight, out of
it.
mind, isn't it, a bit? It's just everything else is taken.
Yeah, I just
taken its
remember
place.
them. One of them, they got, hey, Javan, lobsters on South Beach. And
That's
there's
right,
just
yeah.
just like a load of white people getting burning the shit out of themselves. It was just,
Perfect, but it's beautiful. Makes you proud to be alive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Anything more that you can remember, Mr. Reynolds?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Lilts with the totally
What?
tropical.
What about? Do you either of you guys have the radio on an awful lot or not? So obviously that's when you're
Oh, you
kind
start
of
like Screwfix ones and
yeah,
like Talk Sport. They're always on them, and
because they obviously they don't have the
Yeah.
visual side of things, so they have to be memorable
Yeah.
and stand out. So it's like I hear my kids singing about Selco. Is where the
Selco,
trades
that's
go.
it.
Oh,
Where the
right.
Because
trades
they've just
go.
heard it in the car
Yeah,
occasionally
of
and all the
course.
rest of it.
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
sticks in you.
Maisie, why is a 12-year-old girl singing about Selco? And she's like, I don't know, I just like the song.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 100%.
But there's a couple of those sort of things. Mr. Wishmore,
Oh, yeah.
back in the day, and his
Mr.
windows and doors.
Mr. Wishmore's windows.
Do you remember if I say 2266
Chelmsford
88,
2266.
which is it's a local advert just to our little area,
Yeah.
and it ended up having a Bristolian person
Yeah.
singing it or something like
That's
West
right.
Country, didn't it?
That's sensible.
That's first class windows, don't deliberate. Chelmsford 226688.
Yeah, what's that about? Yeah.
And it was like, when you pay for your front, you'll get your back done free. Almost a sexual orientation to it.
Yeah.
the hell is
It was also
going on
that
with this?
country accent kind of thinks, is it they talking about humans or are they talking about cattle?
You just don't know. You can't be sure with these guys.
Yeah. This,
Got to clarify when you get first class windows round, just in case it all goes wrong.
once you get these window people round and they're just actual fucking predators.
They're all predators. It turns out the whole world.
What
has
part of the
gone to
advert
shit.
did you not get?
Yeah, we're definitely going to come in and do some weird stuff now. So that's what you signed
Yeah,
on the
we-
contract for.
We'll smash
Get
your back
involved.
doors in 100%.
But we will reglaze your front. Oh, thanks very much. It's so sexual. Sex
yeah,
sells, though.
Sex sells massively.
Sex sells,
yeah.
as we've said many times before.
It's all with the like the Christmas time adverts, isn't it? With like the perfumes.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, all that sort of stuff. It's sort of genre. Dior do it all the time. And
It
like,
turns out we're basically very, very basic human beings, aren't we? If there's a pretty person, it's like, oh,
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
to what they're saying.
oh, yeah, isn't it?
I'm sorry for that noise. That was almost horrific. I apologise to Barry the most because he heard it first through headphones in a darkened room. Sorry, Barry.
There's one advert, I don't know if you remember, but it got banned, and it was a Marmite advert, and it was basically it was done like the RSPCA were coming out to rescue, like, I think people that hate Marmite. Or whatever it was, but to rescue the Marmite, like as if it's done with an RSPCA.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, you got fucking people crying and stuff. It's fucking,
like really overselling it.
Yeah,
as well.
it's quite fucking dark, as if it's to do with like animals being treated badly in it. But yeah, it got banned, and it was a bit like, well, I don't think it needed to be banned, but it was like
every now and again you sort of think, have they really thought this one's through in
like,
the decision-making rooms and stuff? But there's so much money in it. It's like, when they make a cock up, they properly make a cock up.
Yeah, big time. Yeah,
you can make or break a business on it, but
100%. But yeah, that's where your money is. Have you ever bought anything just on pure advertisement?
I reckon probably something like
like games or toys and stuff like
something
that.
like that. When you just see one of those late night adverty type things.
Food is another one. When Kentucky or McDonald's used to bring out their...
Oh, yeah, so
I
could eat that now, yeah.
Now you've said it, I could actually fancy a KFC.
Yeah.
That's disturbing.
So, it's definitely some of it works, doesn't it?
Turns out it really does. But yeah, I think if we take a quick break, I reckon what we can do is come back and talk about maybe the films that have had advertising in them or something, something along those lines. Should we do that?
Good. Yep, let's do that.
Let's get a quick break for an advert, and then we'll come back. Right, gentlemen. Obviously, in previous incarnations of the pod, we've done sort of top threes for both music and film because we were looking at years. This is slightly different.
Yeah.
But we can still definitely link films back to the topic in hand with adverts. So be it films about advertising, be it films that feature adverts and so on. So let me sort of do you a bit of a quick... I might even start. What the hell? Let's do this. So when you think advertising, the obvious film to mention is How to Get Ahead in Advertising, the Richard E. Grant thing and all the rest of it. But I'm not nominating that as my film about advertising. Okay. No. I'm also not nominating What Women Want, which was also about an advertising exec with Mel Gibson and Holly Hunt. Fair enough. Blade Runner maybe might come up in someone else's thing because obviously that's about globalism and consumerism and adverts and so on. I've got two that I might nominate as my forward. Wayne's World is one, and if you remember the scene where Rob Lowe is the guy who's sort of pushing them, and he signs them up to do a show featuring a sponsor.
That's right, yeah.
And he says, you're going to have to give the guy who sponsors the show a spot on it to do a little advert.
That's right, yeah.
And then it cuts to Wayne and Garth both going, sponsor or not, I will not bow to any peer pressure from an advertiser. And he's wearing like Pizza Hut. He's got Pizza Hut. And then he cuts to Garth. He's like, no way, man, that's a sellout. And he's totally head to toe in Reebok stuff. So it's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm nominating that. He goes from that to Doritos and he's munching on Doritos. My head. New print. Little yellow difference. And then it's like, well, you've got no choice in it. Well, I've got this choice. It's the choice of a new generation. And it was a Pepsi can. So that was my little push to advertising.
That was very good.
But the one I'm going to nominate is E.T.
Wow, okay.
And you'll have to bear with me on this one.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay.
So in 1984, Spielberg had written the piece about when Elliot goes into the woods and he tries to lure E.T. out because he's run off into the woods.
Isn't it?
And it was going to be, Spielberg approached Mars to say, do you want to be, the scene's there, it's going to be chocolate that lures E.T. out. Do you want your chocolate to be in the film and kind of shown? And Mars declined. They passed on it because it was, as you say, going to be M&M's. Cool. So Hershey's stepped up and said, all right, we'll use ours. And Reese's Pieces were used in the end.
Oh, okay.
And sales of Reese's Pieces went up 400% following the film.
Oh, really?
So they were like, free advertising, wanging, we're having that.
Yeah.
So that is my film linked to advertising.
I'm trying to imagine like Elliot throwing like
20 odd or something.
Just 20 odd Mars bars.
just
like a fucking huge
Mars bars left, right and centre. Yeah, absolutely. That little trail of M&M's would have been lovely to see, but instead it's that big orange packet and it's instantly recognisable.
Yeah, and it's sort of, that's the sort of food, drip food, isn't it, to get
absolutely.
out.
So that
rather
is...
than I just love him to have a bag of Mars bars.
I want to see an array of curly whirlies getting fucking
hitting
wanged
E.T. in
into
the head
woods.
with fucking...
What's this guy doing? He says he loves me. He's chucking these rock hard Twixes at me. The prick.
Yeah, imagine...
So yeah, that is my nomination. E.T. is my film to nominate.
Maltesers.
for.
You could have done with that because that's Mars company, isn't it? Maltesers.
Are they Nestle Maltesers?
I think they are, yeah. I think it is Nestle.
Oh, is it?
Do you reckon every time we mention a brand, we have to either possibly get a sponsor?
It's only because
or
they're
we
in
have to pay them?
celebrations.
Celebrations. Oh my God, we can't do them as well now. We're going to be skipped. All the budget's going to be
true.
Partnerships. All right, Mr.
I've got a
Reynolds.
couple.
Have you got some films linked back to the topic in hand?
So I've got one I'm going to pick, but the one I mentioned is RoboCop as well. I think we've spoken about that before, but obviously that's very heavy.
Yes, it is.
Advertising, futuristic adverts and that, and obviously
all around the same sort of time, actually, didn't they? When you sort of think back about them.
Yeah. So obviously that was a big one. But the film I'm going for is a 2005 film called Thank You for Smoking. And it's a good little comedy.
Yeah.
This Aaron Eckhart, and it's a satirical comedy where he's a chief spokesman for a tobacco company.
Yeah,
he has to go around selling cigarettes. And in the meantime, while he's doing that, he's trying to remain a role model for his 12-year-old son. But it's some of the stuff he has to do. He has to go, he interviews a boy with cancer on live TV, and he's basically just trying to put a spin on it. Well, that's good because then smoking, and it's really horrible the way it's done, but it's a comedy.
It turns the spotlight on the subject.
And then he turns things about. It goes to court, and then he turns around about a person that fatty foods are the biggest killer in the US. So why isn't this doing it? And he's basically put a spin on actually cigarettes aren't that bad for you, and trying to make them actually better for you and that. But it's all about advertising that. It's a really good film. Yeah, Thank You for Smoking. So yeah,
that's good.
Oh, okay,
that's very good. What was the? Do you remember Morgan Spurlock? And he did the
he did
the
Me.
He did the McDonald's thing.
Yeah.
And he did one about
he did a second one
advertising
as well, didn't he?
Yeah, something. What was that?
I can't remember what that was called. It's just suddenly pinged into my head because you mentioned it. It's like highlighting it.
Yeah. I can't remember what that was called.
Spurlock Holmes.
If it wasn't that, it should have bloody been that. You might win anyway, just for that pun. All right, you've heard our nominations. What is your nomination, or what's your thought process of how did you get?
We
accept all links, spurious or otherwise.
Okay, links is the key here, so bear with me before you throw the fucking whole kitchen sink or throw the rotten veg at me in the stocks. So. Okay. So I've got.
So he's smirking at himself. Which
I've gone for Winnie the Pooh.
What the horror one?
Blood and Honey.
Right.
And the tenuous link is to the Hoffmeister Follow the Bear, because Winnie the Pooh's a bear and so is the Hoffmeister.
Oh my God, that is so.
But you could have picked surely a better film like Ted or something like that than.
Yeah, I know.
It's a shit film, isn't it?
Well, that's what I thought it'd be. Entertaining just to read you out the synopsis.
Okay,
go on.
Hit us with this then.
Go on,
right, so Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Synopsis: Christopher Robin leaves to get married, and Pooh and Piglet are there left to fend for themselves. As time passes, they both get very angry and about being abandoned. Sorry, Pooh and Piglet become feral and love the taste of blood.
It's a quite a step from honey.
It's quite
carrots, isn't it?
Pooh and Piglet set off on a mass killing spree and fuck shit up.
Not just a killing spree, a mass killing spree.
And they fuck shit up.
And part of that is to get their bitterness out on their now fucking nemesis, Christopher and Mary Robin.
Oh, he does follow through with the marriage.
He gets married, yeah. So that's
in the end, not to spoil, because I don't think I'm going to watch the film.
No,
regardless of the.
I don't think they'll watch the film.
Does Christopher Robin survive, or does?
I'm guessing.
I'm guessing.
I'm guessing by the trailer, probably not.
Not so much.
Not so much, but who knows? Okay. But then I suppose I don't know. Can I fucked up Winnie the Pooh? Can he win?
Can he ever really win?
If you're creating him like a Freddy or a Jason, then I guess he can, or he doesn't. And
didn't they try? I thought like the author of Winnie, or some people connected to Winnie the Pooh, tried suing the people who made this film, didn't they?
But it's because it ran out of copyright, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that, wasn't it? And they've done more of them since, and as soon as they've run out of copyright, they do a horror of it. Yeah.
Probably because it's so bad.
It's just like a crap low budget company who do it or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not.
Wowzers, we've got some very disparate things. So theoretically, we've got one nomination each.
Yeah,
and between us, I guess we have to find a.
I did have Adman and the Wasp.
Now that's a lovely little mention. All right, so let's think of a rule. You can't vote for your own one, and we have to find a winner between those three as our top film related to adverts.
Okay.
All right, so we've got Winnie the Pooh and Piglet,
Blood and Honey.
Blood
it's just
and
called.
Honey.
I think it's is it Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey?
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. We've got Thank You for Smoking, and we've got E.T. So it's not necessarily the best film, but it's the best film because of the link back.
Okay.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Because otherwise you'd nominate like a 14 Oscar-winning film.
Like E.T.'s probably going to always win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas it's not necessarily that. Whilst I quite like your methodology, Del,
right.
I think I'm going to put my nomination for Thank You for Smoking, just because it's kind of directly tied to that sort of thing. So it's more literal, but that's the way my brain goes. So that's my vote.
Yeah. Well, again, if it was a film, I'd go with E.T. I haven't watched Thank You for Smoking, but I would go for E.T. But like you say, because of the advertising, probably this more stronger
on the balance. We go
stronger
with,
link
Mr. Reynolds.
for Mr. Reynolds.
So you
I
take
would have
this
gone
one,
E.T.
Mr. Reynolds.
I would have gone E.T.
So not one vote for poor old Winnie.
No. I don't think there's any link to advertising in it.
Something to work on for next.
Would have gone for
time.
Adman and the Wasp. Would you?
Adman and the Wasp, just for the title alone.
I'd love to have heard the synopsis for that as well.
It involves him fucking shit up. So, everything that Dell's going to nominate for the next few weeks is going to involve fucking shit up.
Man.
All right, well done, Mr. Reynolds. You take the film round. So now we move towards music. Again, music we used to do top threes. But I don't think we can necessarily do it because obviously we're not looking at albums and so on. But what we can do, as we've mentioned in our roundup of memorable ads, there's lots of music used within advertising. So should we try and compile maybe like a top 5 or a top 10 list of music that's been used in adverts?
Yes. Well, she'll read out the 10 that we got. And then,
we've all picked 10, have we?
Well, that depends. From the way you've said that, Phil, I would suggest probably not.
Sounds like someone hasn't done their homework.
Someone hasn't done that. What I reckon is we can sort of push a few around because we might have got some crossover, and I'll try and keep track and collate a 10, and then we can create a Spotify list off of that. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, Del, what's a few of your nominations, and can you remember the adverts they were used in as well? Or?
Yeah, so Crunchy, I'm So Excited by the Pointer Sisters.
You've got a thing for the Pointer Sisters.
I do, I do have a thing for the Pointer Sisters.
I'm so excited. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Next one I'll give you is Vodafone, Dig It by the Mock Turtles.
Crikey on a bikie, yeah. Can you dig it? So you might have to go quite slow for me because I'm trying to scribble as we go. Can you dig it? The Mock Turtles. I always thought that was a made-up band name, like someone didn't quite know what the name was. But I was like, Mock Turtles, really? Mock Turtles. I didn't quite get the gag sort of thing.
I think they're like a one-hit wonder. I don't think there was. I think it was that, but probably made a hell of a lot of money off.
I would imagine so. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can remember it instantly. Do we need to sing along at any point as we get going? I mean, Phil loves a sing along, obviously being the musical one amongst us. But
I don't mind.
Very good so far, Del. I like your noms, not like your noms. Go on, give us one more, and then we'll mix it up.
Okay. The Joker by the Steve Miller Band.
No, you nicked one of mine.
Okay, I'll give you another one.
No, I like that. So what advert was that from? I don't know.
That was Levi's.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah. They did so many Levi's when I was... They had a
Levi's
site.
are like a rich vein of form, aren't they?
There's actually quite a half-decent playlist just from Levi's jean commercials.
Because there was the Nick Kershaw one was the first one, wasn't it? Was he the actual guy in the jeans when he went into the laundrette and he
remember
he gets changed in a laundrette?
Might be him, but yeah, I can't remember. Did they use his song or
That I can't remember. I can't recall. The one I do remember vividly is Stiltskin.
Yeah,
They were like the Scottish rock band, weren't they? They sang
Inside. That's
That's
my
it, yeah.
favourite. That is.
Yeah.
That's been my number one. That,
Really
that
powerful.
became that, but like put them to top of the charts, didn't it? Actually,
Yeah.
was
They
number
went
one.
through a bit of a run where Levi's sort of topped whenever they released a commercial,
Yeah.
the song always went to number one. Was that Spaceman as well?
Yeah.
Spaceman did,
Yeah.
Is that the
yeah,
one?
pretty much.
Yeah, but Silkskin Inside, I used to love that song. That was a great song. It was.
I remember
they-
having it on CD single.
That was my favourite one.
The same is, do you remember Levi's did a cartoon version of Mr. Bombastic? But I can't say bombastic.
What, the Shaggy song?
Yeah. So that was Levi jeans, but they did a cartoon version
they
of
really?
Mr. Bombastic. Yeah, so that was another one.
Oh, interesting. Well, we'll stick that as a nomination. Mr. Boombastic by Shaggy. Yeah.
So, do you want
Lovely.
to hit any?
Mr. Reynolds, you've got any... obviously, we mentioned
so
the Joker
I had,
by Steve
yeah,
Miller
Steve Miller
Band.
Band and Inside I was going to have.
Nice.
You got obviously the quite famous Phil Collins one.
the Gorilla.
Yeah, of course, In the Air Tonight.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, as soon as you hear that, you just know. I mean, the concept was really clever in that it pulled away and it was the gorilla on the drums playing it.
It's quite a good looking gorilla actually.
He's a very
Handsome gorilla.
Handsome chap indeed.
So I can't remember what advert this is from, but it's The Passenger by Iggy Pop.
Ooh,
I can't remember what
that might be
advert
good.
that is from.
It's definitely been in something, hasn't
Yeah, I
it?
can't think.
Wasn't
what
it for sanitary towels?
Or was it Greater Anglia?
Well,
Who
yeah,
knows?
great.
Imagine it sounds like it's like a train advert or something stupid like that, or a
Yeah,
plane
possibly.
or
Yeah,
something, but
maybe. Maybe a plane.
And did you said Bohemian Like You, didn't you? Is that the one you said?
no, he didn't.
No.
No, was that one? I remember that was
by
from
the
Dandy
Warhol.
Yeah, it's Dandy
Oh,
Warhol,
okay.
wasn't it? Yeah, I thought you said that one.
Bohemian Like You.
Just one more.
Yeah.
Before I go. The Universal Blur, wasn't that like a British Gas?
No way. They
Yeah, it
sold
was.
out.
It was something like
The Blur
that, wasn't
Boys.
it?
Yeah,
I'm sure it's
there
like
was.
a gas advert. I'm sure it's British Gas or something.
Yeah, they all got carbon monoxide poisoning.
Yeah.
This is the end century. Universal. Why Blur? That is bizarre. I would not have pictured that for an advert.
Okay.
Certainly not for British Gas either. There you go. You mentioned a couple of mine.
Go on,
So,
Jimmy. You
yeah,
hit.
Inside by Stiltskin
Yep.
definitely, I think, makes it onto the list. In the Air
Yeah,
Tonight
I
and the
think so.
Drumming Gorilla. Guinness used to use a lot of good songs.
Oh no, that's
No,
yeah.
So that was the one with the horses, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the surfers,
Yes.
and it was that slow build. It was very black and white and quite
was the one?
powerful.
Yeah.
They used ELO and Mr. Blue Sky in one
Oh,
of their
really?
adverts, which was really nice. It was like it started life as just a blob on a black blob on a
Oh, okay,
white
yeah.
page, and it suddenly became like
yeah.
a line drawing.
That rings a
thing.
bell. Yeah.
That was really good. So I really
Okay.
enjoy that tune. You've got A Little Less Conversation, which was the Elvis Presley
Yes.
remix.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
Straight from like
yeah.
the Nike
Oh,
football
yes.
things.
Yeah, that was
'Cause
good,
then that was
actually,
all the famous
That's
footballers
really
of
good.
the
Yes.
time doing
Oh.
3-on-3 on a shipping container or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just made me think of another. Can I kick it? It was the Ian Wright Nike advert.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Can I kick
absolutely.
it?
Yes, you
you
can.
can.
Yeah, that was
But
cool.
yeah, that Nike seemed to use a lot of good tunes as well. You've got, let's have a look. Guinness again used Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones, which I quite enjoy.
Oh, okay. Let's do-
One a little bit further back in time. And then one that really sticks out, when Apple were advertising the iPod way
I think I know
back,
where you're gonna go.
Are You Going to Be My Girl by Jet.
Oh yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
like the silhouette of the girl
Oh, okay.
dancing with the earphones in,
Yeah.
the wires dangling down.
Oh, I thought you was going to go Vertigo. You two. But
Both good shouts, yeah.
they did
Vertigo.
that, and that's when like you two got a load of shit, didn't they?
They downloaded it onto everyone's.
I think also because Apple and like what they kind of stood
Stood
for
for
and
and
stuff.
stuff, yeah.
It
Even
was,
then, they did that thing where they automatically downloaded a song
that
or
was
an album
ridiculous,
onto
wasn't it? The whole
everyone's
album,
phones.
wasn't it?
Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
they did that
And
collaboration.
then they had to do an apology, didn't they?
Yeah.
After.
Sometimes you don't want our shit. Yeah, no, we fucking don't. Everyone deleting it off.
This-
I've only got 1% left of my battery storage.
Yeah.
Piss off. I don't want you. Go. I got one more if I can mention it. And,
Yeah, go
and
for it,
throw it
man.
out there. There was a Mitsubishi Outlander, I think, advertised maybe 10 years ago, and they used Thunderstruck by AC/DC, and I really like
nice.
that tune.
Yeah.
That sort of powerful, thumping nonsense.
Cool.
So that'd be a
So have we got a top 10?
So I'm suggesting we definitely like Stiltskin Insides. I think we all agreed on that one, didn't we? The Joker.
So we're going to
Steamroller.
create a new playlist.
Can I throw in another one? Just
Absolutely, throw it in there.
There's two actually from Sky Sports. They
always choose some good tunes.
It's Ready for Love by Elton John.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Or
ready for love?
obviously Alive and Kicking by
Alive and Kicking,
by Simple Minds.
Yeah.
Alive
And obviously kicks off the whole Premiership.
Yeah,
that did,
right.
didn't it?
That was huge. That was probably bigger as that than it was as the song itself. And Alive and Kicking by, who are we saying?
Simple Minds.
Simple Minds. That's the chaps.
So you got
Right, let's have a think. So, Joker, Steve Miller Band, yes. Stiltskin.
Yeah, still
gotta
make
be.
it.
In the Air Tonight is fairly classic, isn't it? Phil Collins one with the
I don't
drumming.
mind, I'm happy. Or do you want to put a question mark?
Question mark on
Question mark.
Because I don't particularly like the song, but it's just good in the advert, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's almost how we quantify it, isn't it? And qualify it.
I kind of like just the drum bit on that.
Yeah, mate. So
before they cut the gorilla's hands off.
Passenger, Iggy Pop.
Question mark.
Question mark that one. Question mark Phil Collins. Can You Dig It? The Mock Turtles.
I don't know. Great fan of that.
It's difficult to please, isn't they? The Universal Blur. See, we don't not sure on that one either, are we? Ready for Love by Elton John, as Del mentioned, or Alive and Kicking.
I mean, I'll let you sort of.
Which one?
I think Alive and Kicking. I think
the two, so we've got like a Sky Sportsy one in there. Bohemian Like You was mentioned by the Dandy Warhols.
I never really liked that song either.
Mr. Boombastic by Shaggy, otherwise he's creeping its way in. I'm So Excited by the Pointer Sisters. I like that with Crunchy.
Yeah. It's
got a little bit of interest there. We've got ELO by Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah, that's a good song. I like that one.
A Little Less Conversation.
I like that. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. Only because of the sort of the Nike thing to it as well.
Yeah.
A Little Less Conversation. So that's 1, 2, 3. If we take the question marks for The Passenger and In the Air Tonight, 5, 6, Stiltskin 7, Joker 8, I'm So Excited 9. So we've got one more. Thunderstruck. There was Are You Gonna Be My Girl? Ramones. Did we mention the Hillside Singers with I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing for Coca-Cola? Real cheese.
Out of them ones, I think I would go Jet personally, but I don't know about anyone else.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, there's one off the list that I didn't, if you want to include it, is Moving On Up, and they used it for by Primal Scream.
Oh, that's a
they
classic.
used it for nice. Bacardi advert.
Yeah, I'd have Moving On Up then,
Moving On Up then. Okay, I think that's our 10.
So we have to create a playlist then.
We're going to have to create a playlist and pop them on there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we have to listen back and actually remember the ones that we just said, haven't we? But that's something for the admin to do, so we'll get that done. Nice. As it turns out, a shitload of songs used in adverts.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it? Wow.
This could be
that works as well. Songs do work as well, I think.
They do, don't they? Nice. I like that. Good work, chaps. Right, chaps, approaching the end of the first of our Not 40 Just Blank does, but before we go home, rude not to dip into the letters and emails. So I've got 2 or 3 for you, and away we go. All right, first one's from Clint Flambe. He says, similar to Starbucks, what would you name a coffee shop for serial killers? So you're making a coffee
Similar
shop
to
specifically for serial killers. What do you call it? So your rival in Starbucks, what's the name of your coffee shop? But only serial killers go in there.
Yeah.
So coffee, latte, I'll tell you what I'd call it.
What?
Double shot gun.
Double shot.
Double shot gun.
Well, like that.
That's good. That's good.
Thinking logics. What do you got, D?
Bury the beans with the bodies.
Dry roast. Roasted beans. Toasted deans.
Toasted teens.
Toasted teens.
It's going specific as well.
Yeah, it's a very niche serial killer.
Yeah.
Are you 13 to 19? Then, sorry, on you go.
On you go.
Right, toasted, what was it? Roasted beans,
toasted teens.
or double shotgun? What you got, Mr. Reynolds?
Serial killer.
Oh, we've got another one, Dale. We've got another one.
Machete macchiato.
Nice.
Can't think of any.
He's coming up with them all, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just trying to, you go through it and he's like, latte. Does that sound like anything deathy?
See, I don't drink tea or coffee as well, so I've not been up on my old coffees or what ones there are, and that.
Espresso.
American, no killing here.
Yeah. Espresso.
Express yourself via the medium of death.
Espresso, fucking wrong.
Express, oh my God, he's killed again.
Could be so many.
There could be.
It could be.
But we just can't think
I
of them
can't
right
think
now.
of one. Dell's taken loads of mine. He's given me someone now. I'd nick one
We've
of
done
them.
two or three. So, Quint, there you go. Oh, we got one more late breaking news.
It's not really serial killing, but it's part of the whole shebang. Kidnappuccino.
Oh, there she blows. Nice. Very good work. All right, let's move on to something from Poop Dog, who says, what would be the best or worst historical figures to do household chores with?
Best or worst historical figure?
Best or worst historical figures to do the household
You
chores
could pick one
with?
or the other, or we've got to pick one of each.
Now, that is dealer's choice, my friend. If you can think of both.
To do chores with.
So
household chores with.
Dale looks like he's itching. He's already got someone in mind.
Yeah, we're just tying it in with the advertisement, actually.
Yeah.
Do you remember the shake and back advert? You
Very
did the
much
shake
so.
and back,
Yeah,
and
put the freshness back.
Yeah. I'd kind of like to see. I kind of like to see Hitler and drag doing that.
Or how about Freddie Mercury, like from the I Want to Break Free?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice. Dressed up. Same with moustache.
Yeah, of course. Oh,
You could have Freddie Mercury with the shake and back.
That'd be nice. Historical figure, that works.
Yeah, I suppose he is a historical figure.
Yeah. It's your choice, Poop. It could be Hitler or Freddie Mercury. It's your decision.
Yeah.
Nice.
Household chores with. So it's got to be someone ironing. I mean, ironing's a shit chore.
Ironing Man.
Yeah.
From the Marvel universe or DC, whatever one it is.
I'd like Gandhi to cut my grass. Nice. Or no, to do it with.
Oh, surely he'd be a Gandhi man.
Gandhi man.
So just doing things around the house, knocking up a shelf.
Is that Handyman or Candyman?
It's a bit of both.
New horror film, Candyman.
Could be
Candy
either. Got a mouthful of bees.
We're going about the whole Winnie the Pooh thing again. It's the new one,
God.
Candyman.
He's the Gandhi man. The Gandhi man.
Say his name 3 times in front of a
mirror.
I don't know.
The Gandhi man can.
In front of the shed. Because he mixes it with oil and nails.
Who else would be pretty good?
Obviously, Jesus' dad was a carpenter, so you'd assume he'd be all right. Old Joe.
Like doing the ironing with like Julius Caesar or something like that, ironing. Yeah, to get him to do it, because he had to have like grapes being delivered to him all the time, didn't he?
All the time.
Always having grapes delivered, wasn't he?
Yeah, so
Non-stop.
that
Send
time
them
he
back.
did some ironing.
Always getting a Sainsbury's delivery of just grapes.
Yeah.
Got 4.5 ton of grapes for Caesar.
And he wouldn't know how to do it as well because he hardly wore any clothes.
Little tinker.
Be dangerous. Get that
Very much
water
so.
splurted on him.
Using a feather duster with Colonel
Mustard,
yeah, from the Cluedo game. What is custard?
General Custard.
General Custard, yeah. Doing the dusting.
That'd be nice.
Dusting
Doing
with
the
custard.
duster with General Custer.
Yeah, General Custard.
I like that we have to rhyme everything. It's quite nice. I like that.
Custer.
Washing up with.
Or Idi Amin.
Doesn't quite rhyme.
Always with dictators. Hitler, Idi Amin. Who else do I get?
Oh, I think they'd be quite anal though to get you get their. I don't think you
it's got
see.
to be done just right. Otherwise, you'll know about it. Wouldn't you?
I think they're pretty sort of OCD on the old.
Not shy and coming forward. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Exactly.
What about pole potting on plants for the gardening?
Pole pot plants.
Pole pot plants. Straight in. We've got a selection for you there, Poop. Enjoy those, my friend. And last one, only because it kind of was in the news today. Jurgen Floppycock has written in and says, you've written a musical for trustedtrader.com. What do you call it?
Musical for like West End musical, yeah.
For trustatrader.com. What are you going to call it? Something about the
tradesman entrance. Tradesman's entrance.
Tradesman's entrance.
Banging.
Open 24/7.
Yeah.
Oh, banging and screwing.
The banging new show, West End show.
The banging,
Tradesman's entrance. Yeah.
It's a good little side sort of like, like advertisement as
well. After the colon.
After the colon.
Backstage door, I think like that.
Backstage arse. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Something like that.
Opening song.
Oh, you're going to go with it, are you?
He's writing the whole thing.
No, just like...
Just currently just knocking up a score.
People saw it.
And that's the rhythm.
Yeah, then get some hammers going.
Does it turn out to be a bit of a...
It's like stomp.
It's like
stomp.
This was just called shit.
It's called dump.
Absolute toilet.
Someone just coming in.
That'll be it. Something like that, Jurgen. There you go. Pick the bones out of that, my friend. You got plenty of time to write to us when you're unemployed as of September. And there you go. That's a quick little dip into the letters and emails bag. But keep the letters coming in, ladies and gentlemen. We need more questions from you.
Yeah.
So there you have it, folks. That is Adverts well and truly blanked. Any thoughts on the first show of Series 4, chaps? Went okay, I think.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's different, isn't it? So, hopefully the listeners like it. Obviously, if you think we can do something different,
if they don't, tough shit, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. We're running this show.
Yeah.
But tell us anyway. We like to get letters.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
We like to get emails.
Emails, yeah. Yeah, be open, be creative.
Be honest, be creative, just be you.
Just be.
Just be. But we'll obviously get the Spotify playlists of the songs that we've mentioned with adverts knocked up and out there as well, so you can have a little listen to those 10, and we'll keep adding to those as and when we put more topics on there. But don't forget, we've got 3 other playlists out there already.
Yeah.
We've got one on the 80s, one on the 90s, and one on the noughties. All well worth a listen. So head over to Spotify and check those out.
Definitely.
But it's time to move on, Blankers. Another subject needs our keen eyes looking at it. Next week, or next time we return, we'll be taking on, drum on please, Mr. Reynolds.
That's a horse.
Just a horse getting really upset with life.
That's bored horse.
Dale, can you do me a drum roll? One-hit wonders. We'll be taking on one-hit wonders.
That'd be a good one.
So, yes, we've got plenty of research to do.
Yeah.
And we'll be back next time round with one-hit wonders.
Yes, I just...
final word from you.
Not necessarily
Jerry
final
Springer?
word. I just wanted to go... just to let you know, if you've got cheeseburgers, people, and it's more than your neighbours, that just don't gloat, don't show off. No one likes it.
Thanks, Dale. Good words to live life by, I think.
Thanks, man.
That's all right. Any final words, Mr. Reynolds?
Ta-da.
See, that's how it's
Ta-da!
Ta-da.
It's like he's doing a magic trick. Is this your card? He's been doing card tricks all the way through the evening's recording. Finally, he's got it. It was the 6 of spades. And on that note, Blankers, we say bye-zy-bye until next time. Bye!
See you later.
See ya.